Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Can you all see me? And can you all hear me? We got a lot to talk about, friends. Let's talk about friends. Good morning, D Mark. Good morning, other people's drama. Good morning, numbers. I'm so happy you're here. Good morning, be kinder than necessary. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Happy Wednesday. We got a lot to talk about, friends. We have to talk about the Michael Proctor of it all. I miss you too. Hi, Quizzical girl. I be here. Y'all know I be off and on. It's that Scorpio thing in me, and Scorpio season is coming. I mean, I'm gonna be more Scorpio than ever, but I'm gonna be here when I'm here. Good night. Good morning, Meatball. I thought it was fitting. I thought it was fitting to drink out of my full of alcohol and Audacity cup because if somebody has been drinking out of their they're full of alcohol and Audacity cup. It is the Proctor family. Listen, he might be. I thought it was Donna Adelson. I had gave Donna Adelson the most audacious person I had ever seen in my life. I think King and Queen of Audacity. You're the 28th, Sharon. I'm the 29th. Hey, girl. The King and Queen of Audacity. Donna Adelson, Michael Proctor. Because listen here. We didn't know what was in your phone, Mike. I mean, we had an idea. We had an idea, but we didn't know. We didn't know for sure. You know who knew for sure? You knew for sure. And you still sat your peanut head ass right in front of that tribunal with your bubbly eyes, sat up there and act like somebody was doing you wrong. The audacity of it all. The audacity of it all. We're going to get into all the things because y'all know I be at work. Y'all know I be at work. So I only be getting bits and pieces of the news until I dig in. So the news that I got Friday, okay, all I heard Friday, I have not been all up in Aiden's case, but we're gonna talk about Turtle Boy too because he said some things I wasn't. Anywho. So I don't be all up in the things until I get off work, until I read up on it, until I get real deep. Friday, all I heard was that he dropped his appeal to become an officer again. And I thought, first of all, I be giving people too much. I be giving people benefit of the doubt too much. Even people like Michael Proctor. Without hearing any other news, I thought, Fraser, he finally decided this is too much. It's not that, it's too much. I don't want anybody reading any more of my text messages. I'm just over it. It's too much. It's been going on too long. I'm done. Or I thought that he got another job because, there's nothing easier than a white racist cop, right? Racist, sexist cop to get another job at the police department. Like, that's nothing. That happens every day. Right? So I thought he moved. He got another job. He said he's over it. But then, good morning, Jen. But then I see, no, that's not why he revoked his appeal. He revoked his appeal because they finally got all the phone. And now they know he been saying ridiculous shit about everybody he's ever investigated. Here's the thing. I think I told y'all back the first hearing they had for Walsh and King that I had my conspiracy theory hat on. Okay. I had my conspiracy theory hat on, and my conspiracy theory was the Commonwealth is going to try to drag this out as long as they can in hopes that King and Walsh cases will be coming up so fast that they will just be like, you know what? If we get it, if we get it. If we don't, we don't. But we're going to go to trial. And they was hoping those trials would end before they ever got any information out of those phones. But then my conspiracy theory was, even though, because Lally and whatever her name is had already seen this stuff, most of it. They had already seen this stuff. Good morning, Jared. They had already seen this stuff. Okay, so they know what's in it. And so had Karen Reed's attorneys, mainly Alan Jackson. My conspiracy theory was, and I'm not trying to disparage any attorneys. I know these is good, upstanding, ethical attorneys. But my conspiracy theory was that Alan Jackson met Rose Capiccio in a parking garage with sunglasses and a black hood and told her, you ain't heard this from me, but you want to get those text messages. I can't tell you what's in them, but don't stop fighting. Now, that was just a conspiracy theory. I'm not trying to put nothing on these attorneys. I think they're very good people. I think they're very ethical. I think they're very buttoned up. That's just what I think in my sleep when I go to sleep at night. And so they didn't give up the fight. But then we got this big beluga, Michael Proctor, who was trying to hurry up and scoot his appeal through at the same time before they got access to his messages. He didn't think that they were ever going to get those messages before he had a job again. And it all came crumbling down on Friday. We don't know what was in the messages, but obviously something where he thought, if they see these messages, I ain't getting no job back. If they see these messages, I might go to jail. God forbid I become an officer again. I might go to prison. Because here's the thing. If he's sexist, and we know he is, he's also racist. I'm not even questioning whether or not he's is or not. If he's sexist, he's racist. They go hand in hand. Now, Turtle Boy on one of his lives, one of his bus stop lives, said something to the effect of, I don't think he said the N-word. He's not Mark Furman. I don't think people say that word anymore. I don't think he would say that. And this is where I always run into my issues with Turtle Boy. Not saying that Turtle Boy is not an amazing journalist who broke this case and should not be charged in whatever they trying to charge him with. But it's that level of delusion that sometimes I can't take. Because as a Black woman, I know he don't got no problem saying the N-word. I know that's not far-fetched. And also, he ain't the only one. If y'all think Michael Proctor is a lone wolf on the Massachusetts State Police Department, y'all got another thing coming, because who he talking to? Who is he saying all this sexist, racist shit to? His co-workers. His co-workers. And that raggedy sister of his. That raggedy sister of his. But the audacity to know that this is in your phone. The audacity to know that you call people, see you next Tuesdays, and the N-word, And I'm sure worse than that. And to still sit on that tribunal with your head held high and say, I should have my job back because nobody's been fired over text messages is a level of audacity I wish they sold on Amazon. Because I want peace. I want a peace. I've never even dreamed in that level of audacity. Do you hear me? I know what's in my phone. And I have been one. I have been one to say, if you go through my phone and see something you don't like, that's on you. But also, ain't nothing in there about work. And I'm not a lead investigator to murder cases where all of the evidence is a little fishy. I have a question. Do you think all of these people sit at home and say, I wish I never heard the name Karen Reed? Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Was it worth it? You have lost everything good to you because you had to put one woman in jail. And you didn't even do that. You didn't even do the thing you set out to do. And now we know that you're racist and sexist. Isn't that interesting? I know y'all have seen the order that requested his information so many times, but this is the part I want to talk about. Hold on. Let me share. Let me figure this out. Y'all know I'm not tech savvy. Um, boom, 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 boom. Which one is this? Got it. Here we go. Is that too little? Tell me if y'all can see what I'm seeing. Let me blow this up. Let's blow it up. Move it up. Blow it up. This part right here is where I am perplexed. I am perplexed. Proctor's counsel on July 25th, 2025 and August 12th, 2025 filed a motion, an amended motion for clarification, which noted that Proctor changed phones in February 2024, did not preserve his phone, his old phone, and after activating his new phone in February of 24, used an auto-delete feature, deleting the contents of his phone every 30 days. What feature is that? What feature is that? Does anybody know? Any, any tech experts in here? What feature is that deletes all the contents of your phone every 30 days? Somebody let me know. I have never heard of this in the history of my life. And I used to work at T-Mobile. Okay. I was in there like swimwear. Somebody tell me what that is. What is all the contents of your phone every 30 days? What is it, AD? Tell me. What the hell is that? It just goes through and delete it. Everything. Empty it. That's insane. That's insane. What do y'all have? Like 2 gigs of storage? Y'all don't want to keep y'all receipts? Because I need a receipt. I need to pull a receipt out. Yeah, I know you can do it with text, but it says deleting the contents of his phone, which means everything. I know you can go in there and say, I only want to keep my messages for 90 days, 60 days. But delete the entire meeting. Every 30 days, when you pick up your phone on the first of the month, it's just empty. Brand new phone. Welcome to iPhone. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You need more people. Anywho, counsel proffered, even the lawyers have audacity. Even the lawyers have audacity. Therefore, regardless of the time frames for the court's order to be clarified, it is unlikely that Mr. Proctor has any relevant information in his possession concerning this case. That sentence drips with such condensation. Like, it don't even matter what the court say the time frame is. Y'all ain't gonna find nothing. And then what do we have? The volume of items was unexpectedly larger than the representations of Proctor's counsel regarding the cell phone. Who lied? Who lied? Do you think Michael Proctor lied to his attorneys? Or do you think his attorneys lied to the court and lied to the parties in hopes that they would give up their search? Somebody lied. And I'm wondering if it's not the fact that they got the text messages, because remember, Michael Proctor's argument is you can't fire me over text messages in my personal phone. You haven't done that for anybody else, regardless of what those text messages are. So is it that Michael Proctor lied to his attorneys and his attorney said, I'm not going to trial for you. You're a liar and you're making me look like a liar. So we're going to drop your case. Do you think it's not that Michael Proctor found any accountability in his drawer? All he got is packs of audacity. He was looking for some accountability and the shit wasn't on sale that week. All he got is packets of audacity. Is it that he still has audacity and still wants and still would, if he could find an attorney that would represent him, try to get his job back? Is it the attorneys that said, you lied, you got me looking like a liar, and I ain't going for it? Because now you got me sitting up here looking like a liar, and that I'm not. Shout out to Portia and the Housewives of Atlanta. Is that what it is? Are people giving Michael Proctor too much grace and saying that he found some accountability and decided, you know what, I'm just not even going to get my job back because the things I said were horrible and nobody would give me my job back if they know I said that? Or is he just on the hunt for new attorneys that will represent him? He better go find that attorney that represented that lady in the Cardi B case, because he'll take anything. He'll take anything, apparently. You knew. Because also Michael Proctor is a state police officer. He has been a part of multiple hundreds, maybe even thousands of investigations. He knows that when they go in this phone, they're going to find shit you thought you deleted 7 times. So why would he lie unless he thought that this case was going to be done? He thought it was going to be over and he was already going to be back at work. And everybody was just going to get over it because it was taking so long to get to the federal court. Because if you ask me, the Commonwealth absolutely dragged their feet. And let's talk about them. Let's talk about them, because they're some slick, shiesty motherfuckers too. And that judge will not hold their feet to the fire. I want to look him up. I want to know if he was a former prosecutor or if he's just Maybe he's just nice, because I don't think he's particularly mean to the defense attorneys either. Maybe he's just too nice, and maybe he's just too trusting. And I am so mad that Rose was not there the other day, because they're in that courtroom saying shit like, well, the stuff that we asked for, we're able to release, but not the other stuff. And we're going to delete it on the 30th, because that's what they told us to do. Well, wait a minute. Let's back up this train, because why do we trust you to decide what's exculpatory? Because if I'm not mistaken, they were just in there a month ago saying they don't think anything in there is exculpatory. Now that you have to give it to me, you're like, oh yeah, there may be some stuff. There may be some stuff. We'll give it to you. We'll give you a list. And we're going to let you be the one to decide what I need and what I don't. You don't know. You don't know what I know. You don't know what I want to know. You don't know what my case is going to be about. Because you probably did a log search for King or Walsh or Miles or Brian or this day. But maybe I want more than that. Maybe I want every single time he ever said the N-word. Ever called somebody a black bastard. Ever called somebody a see you next Tuesday. Because all of that matters to my case. How do you know that that's not exculpatory? Who are you to decide what I get to have? And then to be like, oh yeah, well, what we asked for, we could give you, but we can't give you nothing else. And we have to destroy it. We're going to. Why are we in a hurry? We've been here for years now. We might as well drag it out some more. Why we gotta destroy it now? All of a sudden, it's gotta go to the guillotine. We can't hold up a minute. I'm so mad Rose wasn't there, because I feel like her main point would have been, well, why didn't you ask for the rest? Why didn't you ask for all of it? And I feel like another judge, not in Massachusetts, because we know they're not right over there. Another judge would have been like, I'm sick of playing. Give them everything. Let them see everything. Then we'll decide what can be destroyed and what you got to turn over. Who has time? I'm over it. I'm tired of calling y'all back here every other week for 15 seconds. I don't have the time, the space, or the energy. It's like they owe me $20. Okay? They owe me $20. And they go to their mama and say, can I have $10? And then their mama like, yeah, you can have $10. And then they come back to me and be like, well, mama only gave me $10. No, whore. You only asked for $10. Your mama would have gave you 50 and you owe me 20. What is going on here? Who are you to decide what I think is exculpatory? What I need to prove my case? And you're going to destroy the rest of it, meaning you're going to give me an index of what it was, but then you're going to destroy. So if I say, wait a minute, actually, I want that, they're going to be like, gone now. It's gone now. I don't know what to tell you. And the thing about this prosecutor's office is they do not know when to hold them and they do not know when to fold them. I have not really looked into the Miles King case that much, but I am almost positive that Brian Walsh absolutely killed his wife. And look at what might happen, because you guys want to play fast and loose with the facts and the evidence. All for who? Michael Peanut Head Proctor? It starts to make you think that this is not just Michael Proctor lone wolfing it, trying to be the Ace Boone Coon of the Massachusetts State Police Department, but this is a culture over there. This is a culture over there. And they're not protecting Michael Proctor, you see. They are protecting the culture. They are protecting the culture. Because what Turtle Boy said that I did agree with. What Turtle Boy said that I did agree with is he's not texting himself. Caught that T. He's not texting himself. He's probably texting his sister, because we know she always in the mix. But he's texting Tully. And he's texting Buchanan. And he's texting all them other little minions. And they're like, yeah, boy. Yeah, boy, get him. Got him. Good. Wait, what did Buchanan say? Or they're acknowledging the text. He's not texting himself. The whole of that department needs to be gutted out, root and stem. In the words of Arya Stark. It needs to come out. So you need to get it. You need to get the guts out, or it's just going to keep happening. Because they had messages in Proctor's phone back to 2013. How many cases? How many cases do you think he's worked on since 2013? And I said this was Karen Reed, by the way. We said this was Karen Reed, by the way. I said, if this is not the first time they've cut corners in an investigation. This is not the first time they sprinkle a little tail light here and sprinkle a little tail light there. This is the first time they get caught because no one other than Karen Reed takes that case to trial because they feel like I can't win. I can't win. Got the police against me. I got the police friends against me. Their brother's on the council board and owns a pizza shop, and there's 17 cops in this house and all the state police against me. And then I got the whole freaking prosecutor's office against me. Nobody else takes that case to trial. Everybody else who gets charged with the murder of a police officer, the way that Karen Reed did, takes whatever deal they can get and going on about their business. Or if they take it to trial, they don't have an attorney like Alan Jackson who goes and digs deep up under their mess. Most people do not have the funds to fight a criminal prosecution. Nobody would have ever known. Nobody would have ever known. They sprinkle a little tail light here, sprinkle a little tail light there, put a little piece of hair on there, get everybody's stories to line up. You go to jail. This ain't the first time. And he's had messages going back to 2013, which means he got cases going back to 2013. I'm sure he does what? 20, 30, 40 cases a year? And we know he's a chatty Cathy. Can't help but tell everybody everything. The Michael Proctor of it all. And because I don't think he's lacking in audacity, I think we see him again on somebody's interview show. Or you know what? He turns into one of the red pill guys because you can always make money over grifting over there. He leans all the way into it. I mean, I'm already racist and sexist. I might as well lean into it very heavily. Might as well put on my MAGA hat and go for what I know. We got to make some money some kind of way. I don't know. Got to make some money some kind of way. What else you gonna do? Can't get a job. Can't get a job, and he's a police officer, so he can't do anything where he's not in an authority position. They can't do it. Police officers can't go from being the top of authority, meaning you do what I say, whenever I say it, however I say it, because I got this badge on. They literally cannot go to anything else because they can't lose that mentality if people have to listen to me. What is he gonna do? What's he gonna do? If I was his wife, I would run so far for the hills. I would be like, sorry to sound ridiculous. I don't know who that man is. Excuse me, I hate to sound ridiculous. I don't know who that man is. He had bumped his head a couple years ago and he has just been different. Right around like 2013 is when he bumped his head. I don't know who that man is. I want a divorce. I'm ready to tell my story. How much you gonna pay me for it? Okay, I'm ready to tell my story. I was living with a monster. You know America loves white woman tears, girl. I'm telling you, you better get your bag. Not laying up next to him, you ain't. But I'm saying, better get your bag. Better get your bag up. Don't take my advice. I mean, I don't know. That's just what I would do. I don't know this man. I've been fighting for my life in this house for years, since exactly 2013. When y'all get the messages from? 2013. Okay, yeah, since 2013. I have just been in this house stressed out. He has just been such a different person. I don't know what to tell you, but what else is he going to do with his life? What else is he going to do with his life? He's just going to become a magger because that's literally all they can do. Yeah, Arca's chicken gun. That's when you gotta go. When's the last message y'all got in the phone? 2013. Okay, 2013. My life has been. Oh, it's just been a mess. He can't flip on them now because it's gonna look like, oh, you just like you're. They're gonna say he's lying because of his current situation. They already flipped on him, which is why I want to know: was it worth it? Was it worth it? They already flipped on him. You know, remember Jim McKay basically called him a liar on the stand. She basically called him a liar without calling him a liar on the stand of that second trial when Alan Jackson said, so if it's in his report, he's wrong. And she said, well, I didn't say that. I had been flipped on him. Was it worth it? What do you think? Was it worth it? God, I wish that I know they're like this, Karen Reed. I should have never answered the phone that night. I wish I never answered the phone. Jesus. Jesus. Just my luck. Because you guys have to remember, it's been so long and it's been so much. It's been 2 trials and it's been filing after filing after filing after filing. You guys have to remember, Michael Proctor didn't know that they had his phone until that first um grand jury for the feds. He didn't know that they had his phone until that first grand jury for the feds. He probably forgot that he called people N words. Because ever since then, he don't save shit. Ever since then, he got this magical app that turns his phone into a brand new phone every 30 days. Somebody find the app. Somebody find the app, because this is why I want to know whether or not that app exists. Because even though his counsel will say he lied to us, he told us this thing, he, told us that he didn't have any phones, so we dropped him because we don't want to be liars. You didn't do any investigation. You didn't say, hey man, what app is that? And when you say delete the contents, what do you mean? Hey man, I've never heard of no app like that. And hey man, you used to work for the police. You know that when you delete stuff, you're not really deleting it. So what are you saying to me? See, that's why I don't be giving these lawyers that much grace, okay? Because y'all know what's up too. Y'all know what's up too. Just because you put that in the filing, just because you want to drop him now and act like, oh, he lied to us, I'm not giving you, no, I'm not letting up off your neck, because ask another question. Ask another question. What's that app called? Because I ain't never heard of that. And when you say delete, what you mean delete? Delete, bitch, delete what? He gonna have to work at Walmart. Could you imagine that big peanut head at the greeting station at Walmart? I would be, oh, is it Halloween already? Please, sir, don't speak to me. Please. But it just lends itself to the culture of this police department. Oh, and all you people that told me to look at the what's the name of the what's the name of the, what Fitzpatrick, Fitzsimmons, what's her name? Um, F you, first of all. F you, all the people that told me to look at that case. Um, I started to read and research that case, and then I Fitzsimmons and stopped. I stopped. I'm not about to put that much stress on my brain and my heart, and it's my birthday. So F all of y'all who even told me about it, because I didn't need to. That was stuff I didn't know, and I didn't need to know. But knowing that she was a police officer in Massachusetts made me correlate the two in a way that, like, ooh, it's my birthday today, Jen. It's the 29th, but it's my birthday all month. And I don't need that type of, I don't, it's the same reason why I won't watch The Good Neighbor or The Perfect Neighbor or whatever the hell that documentary is. It's the same reason I never watch When They See Us. I can't put that type of stuff in my brain because it overwhelms me. It takes over my brain. It takes over my heart. And then I become the woke friend trying to tell everybody about these messed up situations. And then nobody wants to hang with me anymore. So I can't do that right now. I can't do that right now, because then I'm all like, do y'all know what's going on in the world? Can you believe? And everybody's like, girl, we just trying to have a lemon drop. We don't really have time. so I, but I started to read it, and then it jumped in my head that she was a cop in Massachusetts. And then you know what it started to make, you know who it started to make me think of? Now follow my train of thought here. Started to read the Fitzsimmons case, and it started to make me think of Kelly Dever and the fact that these are women police officers in Massachusetts. And this right here, this right here, because I'm not all the way into Fitzsimmons yet. So don't hurt me. But it's like they're in on the scam, and now they're being scammed. But also, are they in on the scam, or do they have to get down or lay down? And looking at Michael Proctor's text messages makes me feel like they have to get down or lay down. And it's the culture of all the police in Massachusetts. And I think if these Proctor messages don't start a bigger review of what is going on in Massachusetts, I don't know why anybody would still live there. I would be packing my shit and getting the hell on. It will be a ghost town. It should be, especially if you're a woman and especially if you're Black. If you're a woman, if you're Black, or if you have any morals about yourself, if you have any scruples, you better get the hell out of Massachusetts. I don't know. That's just what I think. I'm not watching it, AJ's Keister. I'm not right now. I'm not watching it. We're talking about The Perfect Neighbor. I can't do it. I can't do it. Can't put it on my soul. Can't put it on my spirit. Not on my birthday. Not on my birthday. I can't. Y'all not about to worry me. Y'all not about to worry me with that mess right now. I don't like trauma porn. I just, we heard the case and that was enough. I don't need to see it in real time. Not right now. Can't handle it. Leave that to you people. Anywho, I gotta go to work. I'm so glad y'all joined me today. Make sure y'all liking and subscribing and commenting. What do y'all think is next for Michael Proctor? Do you think? Let's see. Let's give some options. Either he works at Walmart. Either he works at Walmart, or he gets a job at ICE. I saw that. I saw that in the comments because they'll take anybody, and you ain't even got to show your face. That seems like a likelier target for him. He moves out of Massachusetts and go work for ICE somewhere else because they'll take anybody. Or does he double down and become Red Pill Podcast MAGA member? I don't know. I don't know. He's a white man in America. He got lots of options. The options are unlimited. Nothing is going to stop him. The options are unlimited. What are we going to do? More security? He might start his own security company. White man in America. His options are unlimited. But I bet you his audacity makes him do something like try to sue somebody. I don't know who. I don't know who he's going to sue. You can't sue the feds. They're the ones who pulled your phone. You can't sue the prosecutors. They have immunity. He's going to try to sue somebody because that audacity, drawers full of it. Accountability, he didn't get that on the sale. Told y'all that sale it's still too high. Still too high. He's waiting on the 50-50 sale. But that audacity, full of them. It was buy one, get one free. He's going to try to sue somebody. Well, yeah, he's going to divorce, but not for the reasons, not because she gives a damn that he's a sexist and a racist. They're going to divorce so they can protect some assets. When he's sued for being sexist and racist. But he has so much audacity, he's definitely going to try to sue somebody. Because he thinks he's been done wrong in this situation. You have done me wrong. Shout out to Nene. He thinks he's been done wrong. So he's going to try to sue somebody. I don't know who. He'll find somebody. And he going to go get that attorney that represented that plaintiff in Cardi B case because he'll sue anybody. He don't give a damn. He don't give a damn. He'll be there. Anywho, I gotta go to work. Thank y'all so much for joining me on this Wednesday. It's finally feeling like fall. The leaves are changing and the leaves are falling. And that Scorpio wind is blowing. Can y'all feel it? Because it's coming. My birthday is the 29th, which is next Wednesday. We might do a birthday live. We might have some friends pop through. We'll see. We'll see who we can get on live and chit chat with me. We ain't gonna be talking about nothing. We're just gonna be partying. I hope y'all join me for that. Um, Listen, y'all know I'm not consistent. What I'm saying is I might be hungover, and so that live might not happen. But I'm going to try my best. Okay. Because me and my friends do this thing where we bring in our birthdays together at midnight. And sometimes I can't wake up the actual day of my birthday. That's what I'm saying. I'm getting old. Getting old. It's the 18th anniversary of my 21st birthday. And I can't hang like I used to. 1 to 2 cut waters and I'm out of there for the duration, like 3 days could take me out. So if I'm lucid, yes, I remember that Arca chicken gun. Listen, y'all not. I don't know how many people in here from Detroit or like that area, but we used to have this thing called Devil's Night, the night before Halloween, where they would put us on a curfew because shit used to burn for no reason. And it used to burn, and then we started the Angels Night. People who would like the police department would give them like a light on their car and they would just drive around the neighborhood. So we don't have that anymore. But yes, I remember that. It was called Devil's Night, and the city used to burn. Listen to other people's drama. You don't know nothing about me and my cut waters. Okay. It's my birthday. I can drink what I want. Okay. I just might not wake up the next day. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. 18th anniversary of my 21st birthday, and my body don't really move like it did when I was 21. I was 21. I could probably have a case of cut waters and go to work at 5 a.m. I'm not can't do that no more. My bones. I'm just really tired, y'all. I'm just really tired. Anywho, I hope y'all have a good Wednesday. Hope y'all take care of yourselves and each other. I hope we never have to see Michael Proctor's face again, but you know, that Audacity, dime a dozen. Buy one, get one free. I'm sure we will. Have a good day. Thank you guys for joining me. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Bye. Bye, guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.